Hey socialites, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyles. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So today's video is going to be my July makeup tray. This is a tray that I put together every month of products that I want to reach for the most. And there are a few different reasons I put the products on the tray, whether I'm trying to use up the last of a product or get to know a new product, or maybe play around with a product that I hadn't used or pulled for in a long time. So I want to be a lot more intentional about using the products that I put on the tray. So hopefully this inspires you guys to pull out some of those products you hadn't used in a while, or sort of switch up your routine a little bit. Everything I mentioned today, including the shades that I wear, I'll have linked down below in the description box. So be sure to check that out, and let's jump right into it. So we're going to start off with primers. First up is the Caliray Blown primer, and I did use this quite a bit last month and I really do like it. So this is slightly oil controlling. It's a blurring primer, and it's one of those that's sort of, it's almost like a hybrid. It's not silicone based and it's not quite creamy or putty like either. It's like somewhere in between. But once wherever you put it on at, you instantly see how it becomes matte, but it's not too matte. And I have normal combo skin. And so this is perfect for me, where it's not too dry, but it keeps me dry. So this and the e.l.f. liquid putty have been like my most reach for. So love this, putting this on the tray. I'm glad that I put it on the last tray too, so I can get more wears out of it, and realized how much I really like it. And so next up is the Naked Sundays SPF 50 sunscreen. It's a mineral sunscreen and it has a glow to it. And so I've been more intentional about making sure that I have SPF protection. If I don't spray it on top of my makeup when I finish, I try to make sure that I have either a primer or sunscreen underneath my makeup. So I want to add this to the tray. This was gifted to me from the brand, and I don't use it a whole lot, but it has pigment to it. It is a mineral sunscreen, so when you blend it in, it does have this sort of glowy hue to it, like this iridescent hue to it. But it's not like a super strong hue, just a little bit. So, and I love the fact that it's SPF 50 as well. So I'm definitely going to use this a lot more in July. And then I have another SPF on here. This is a brand new product. This is from Murad, their multivitamin clear sunscreen. You guys, now this is like a straight up silicone type product, and it is completely clear. So yeah, it's like completely clear, so you probably can't even see that, but wherever you put it, it sort of gives this soft matte appearance to the skin. And I've used it by itself. I like that it has like a lot of slip to it, so I feel like it'll be great with makeup. So I'm gonna definitely try this out with makeup, because like I said, I've only used it by itself. Moving on to foundations, I've added the Westman Atelier foundation stick on the tray, and this is in like my top 3 favorite foundations of all time. I love this foundation. Such a beautiful creamy product. The wear is decent. I get about 8 to 10 hours of wear before it starts to get like shiny and I need to blot. So I recommend this for like dry to normal combo skin type, but you get a full coverage. It's very creamy and skin-like and beautiful. This is one of those products, when I wear this foundation, I usually get compliments. And the color is great. The color is X1.5, but I'll have all the colors to everything in the description box. One of my faves. So I've added the Estée Lauder Futurist Skin Tint Serum to the tray for foundation this month. And I basically added this one because I don't wear it a whole lot. I don't wear it a whole lot at all. I did a full review of it and I remember liking it, and I know that it's a great product, but I don't really know the ins and outs of it because I don't wear it too much. So it's like a sheer medium-ish type of product, and you do have SPF 20 in it. it. I also added the Smashbox Halo Glow Tinted Moisturizer on the tray. This is beautiful on the skin. It gives a lot more coverage than what you would think a tinted moisturizer would, and it just gives you that yummy skin look. SPF 25 in it as well. And the last foundation is the Loreal True Match Tinted Serum. It's like a skin tint. This is really pretty. It has very light, almost like goldenish specks in it that just gives you a very radiant look. But I get long wear out of this one too, and I wanted to make sure I had a drugstore product on the tray this month, and this is perfect for summer to me. I've added one concealer to the tray, and that's the new Saie concealer, which I like. Now, I picked this up in May, and really good, creamy, minimal creasing, blends out really easy, but I was using so many others last month that I never really pulled for it, so this one's on the tray. I do have two cream contour products, or like cream bronzer contour products on the tray, and so the Chanel cream bronzer, the Le Beige from Chanel. This is the darkest one that they have, so I really think they should come out with a darker shade than this. I'm not sure why they hadn't yet. That's wild to me, but since I got this, I've only used it like a couple of times. It gives a little bit more of a sheer pigment than most of my other bronzer slash contour products do, so because I barely use it, I wanted to put this on the tray, and this will be perfect to use with like sunscreen or tinted moisturizer and go type of thing. And then also I've added the Sephora contour stick. Now, I've used this a few times and I do like it. It's a little darker than I normally go for like my bronzer contour shades, but it's good. It's creamy, it's easy to blend out, and it's super affordable. So if you were looking for a deep contour shade that's on the affordable side, the Sephora contour sticks are good. Now, there are a couple of shades that I saw in this that kind of lean towards the grayish hue. So this may be one of those that you want to sort of test them out in store if you're not my color, or if you're waiting, because I feel like the shade that I got, even if you're a few shades darker than me, you could definitely still use this one, because like I said, it's a little bit dark for my taste, but I still like it. Now, Merit launched their like highlighting stick in the shade Solstice like a couple months ago, and so since then I've never really reached for it. It has like sheer coverage. It gives like that lit from within look. That's how sort of natural and effortless it looks. So pretty on the skin. And actually, let's swatch it. This is a perfect summertime product, you guys, especially if you don't like a lot. See how it like blends into the skin, but then with movement you can see a little bit of glow. So pretty, so pretty. So I have this on the tray. And another highlighting product that I have that are sort of glowy product, and this should have went along with my primers actually, because you put this on like as what you would do with like a primer and or moisturizer, and it is the MAC Strobe cream. Now, I can't remember what video it was, I was using a product and I was asking you guys if you remember MAC Strobe cream, and MAC ended up sending me over their Strobe cream, so I'm not sure if they've reformulated them or what, but this one's in the shade Peach Light. And so, I mean, it has the same packaging from like 10 years ago when I used to use it. Y'all, this was my jam back in the days. And so it has this sort of lotion-like consistency to it. And you would put this on like you would like a moisturizer or a primer on your skin, more so like a moisturizer. And see how it gives you that beautiful glow. So when you go to put your foundation or whatever complexion product on top, you see that glow that literally comes from within, and it's so beautiful, y'all. So I'm excited to try this out, and thank you, MAC, for sending this over. So for blush, I do have this cream blush. It's like I think cream to powder, but I hadn't used them yet. And it's the Euphoric Rush 3-in-1 Silk Blush in the shade Touched from Morphe. So I don't know if you guys have seen this blush, but it's been sort of viral all over social media, and it's so eye-catching with the swirls in there. But this is like the darkest shade that they have in the blush, and it just really caught my eye. So definitely on the tray. I'm going to be using this on my next makeup tutorial. And I have two affordable blushes from Kokie, Kokie, and these were gifted from the brand a while ago. And so we're gonna try these out. This one's in the shade Tender, which is the orange one, and then I have one in the shade Flushed, which is like a sort of purplish, but as you can see, they're gradient blushes, so you can choose which shade within the blush that you want to use, or layer it, or swirl it around and make one shade. So they're sort of versatile. And Ami Colé launched a new shade in her Desert Date blushes in multi-sticks. You can use it on your lips or on your cheeks like blushes. And I'm actually wearing it today, you guys. This was on my favorites, my June favorites video. And so it's in the shade Pink Cell. This is what it looks like, but it's not this bright on. You can see I have it on today and it's not super bright, but you can get it brighter. Like I blended it, but if you add more, you can get it more pink, but I would rather like this sort of level of color. But I just love these multi-sticks in general. So far I've liked all the colors I've tried. And then I have a blush palette. I recently talked about this in one of my last videos. I picked it up for 50% off. Nars was getting rid of, I think, seasonal products, and it was 50% off on the Nars website. They had so many products, y'all. I had to sort of just stop myself like, girl, get one thing. And I had been eyeing this for a while, so that was nice. And it comes with 6 different blushes or highlight colors, and it's just, it is gorgeous. I cannot wait to play a little bit more in this. The light pink one in the bottom corner, I'm actually wearing as a highlight, like right here. And I would have never thought to wear like a light, you know, pale-ish highlight pink, but I think it works. It's cute. So for powders this month, I'm pulling Huda back out. She's been on the back burner. So I have the Easy Bake and Snatch powder from Huda Beauty in the shade Peach Pie. You guys, I rarely use this, but it is an excellent product. Really, really good, in case you're wondering. Love this. And I have like a couple more shades of this as well, but I really do like the peach one. And then also Peach Pie in the loose powder. So I have the small one, the Huda Beauty, what do you call her loose powders? It's just a Huda Beauty loose powder, and I have it in the same shade as the pressed, which is Peach Pie. And this is a product that was on last month's tray, but I didn't get around to using it again. I think maybe once, and it's the new Laura Mercier translucent powder in the pressed form. I use the loose translucent powder from Laura Mercier all the time, but this new pressed one, I didn't really get to reach for it like I wanted to last month. So I'm gonna use this instead of my other Laura Mercier powders this month and be way more intentional about it, because a couple times I used it, I did really like it. I have only one eyeshadow palette on the tray this month, and this is the Skkn by Kim shadow palette, and it's rare that I use it. I don't use it a whole lot. I usually pull for my Patrick Tai Major Dimension 3 palette before this, because it does have neutral shades like this in there, and the quality of that is better, but these aren't bad though. It's actually really good, but because the Patrick Tai is better, I reach for it more. But this is on the tray, which brings me to another Skkn by Kim product, which is her new lip glosses that just launched. I'm actually wearing one of the shades now, which is shade number 7. That's like a natural pink shade. It's a natural pink shade for my skin tone anyways. So that is this one, but on the tray this month I put the shade number 4, which is more so like a peachy shade as compared to this one. So I put number 4 on the tray. The formula of these I actually really like, but I hadn't tried this shade yet, so it's on the tray. Next product is a lip balm. It's the Summer Fridays Lip Butter Balm, which I love Summer Fridays butter balms, but this one is in the birthday cake scent or shade or scent. This is the birthday cake one, which is really nice. It smells exactly like a sweet butter cake. So if you're hungry, you may not want to put this one on because it does smell realistic, but it feels just as yummy on the lips as all the other shades. But I never hardly reach for this. I have so many other balms, but this is going on the tray because she's getting used up. I'm probably going to actually put it in my purse. And the last 2 lip products that I'm going to show you guys, I'm not sure if they've launched yet. By the time this video goes up, they may have launched already, but these were sent to me by the brand. So if you know anything about Clarins lip oils and me, they go together real bad. I love the Clarins lip oils. The pink one in papaya is my favorite. Not only does it look good and feel good on the lip, as it wears off throughout the course of the day, it still looks good. Like it gives the lips this sort of effortless pink hue that just looks very healthy and just it looks good wearing off. You guys love them. So Clarins has launched a lip oil balm. So I love the lip oils, and so when they said lip oil balm, I'm like, what? And so this one's in that same shade that I love, Pitaya. So this is my first time opening it too, so we're gonna try this out together for the first time. So look at it. It's sort of similar to the lip oil, but in like a longer tube, and it doesn't look as pink. So let's see. So this is what it looks like. It's in one of these small bullets, and let's swatch it. So it has like that same type of color as the regular lip oil. Ooh, it feels really creamy and balmy like. Nice. So I'm excited to try this out really soon. I'll probably put this one in my purse too. And then they're also launching a lip perfector. So I'll have to check. I'm not sure if this one has launched yet either. So Clarins is launching a lip perfector. This one's in the shade Candy Shimmer. So I'm assuming it has shimmers in it. Oh, this is cute. So it's in like a squeeze tube, like a long squeeze tube. And it has like a doe foot tip to it. So we'll squeeze it out. So it comes out in a bunch of little dots on the tip, and it's similar in color. No, it's a little bit lighter, softer of a pink, if you guys can see that. It feels almost balmy as well, like soft and creamy with a hint of pink color. So that's cute. Excited to use this month. So I've used up my Ariell brow glue, right? So I love it. It's like my #1 favorite brow glue, but I told myself until I use up a couple other brow glues, because I have an obsession with them, I have to try them from every brand. So I said I'll use up a couple from some other brands first before I repurchase the Ariell, you know, trying to be smart. So the Refy brow gel, this one is probably in my top 3 favorite brow gels. So it's one of those firm hold brow gels. You got to be careful with how much you put on, because if you put too much, you will see little white residue. And I prefer to put it on with no makeup on first, because once it starts interacting with your powders and such, sometimes it can turn white as well. So I've kind of learned how to use this, which is best on bare skin first. So this is on the tray. I want to use this one up. And I've also added the LYS brow gel on there too. Now this one is one of the more soft hold ones, and I found that this is best used after you've filled in the brows, because I like to put my brow gel on first and then fill in the brows, but this is one that gives like a soft hold, and to me it sort of works best after you fill in your brows and just go over top with this to lock it in place. And I also love the LYS brow pencil. That's one that I never really hear people talk about, maybe because it's not in Sephora, I think just LYS website, but it's a really good brow pencil, by the way. And so yeah, this one's on the tray. And last we have setting sprays or finishing sprays, and I have 3 of them. And so first on the tray is the MAC Fix Plus Magic Radiance. It's all day hydrating spray with vitamin C in it. This one gives you more of a radiant finish to the skin, so you're not going to spray it and get matte. You're going to be sort of that radiant look. So this is on the tray. I put it on the tray because I don't reach for it as much as any of my other ones, and I really should, because it's actually a good setting spray. And then Urban Decay All Nighter. This one was gifted to me by the brand. It was on last month's tray as well, but I just want to use this a little bit more, which brings me to the last spray, which is the newest All Nighter that has hyaluronic acid with watermelon extract in it. I actually used this on this makeup look today, you guys, and I did my makeup maybe about 4 hours ago, 4 to maybe 5 hours ago. I hadn't touched it at all, period. I did use the Caliray Primer that I put on the tray. I used that first and finished off with this, and I'm using a very emollient foundation today, which is the Ami Colé foundation. Not only that, I'm using the new Charlotte Tilbury sheer tint sheer foundation, the stick form that just came out underneath that, which is super hydrating. And after the 6-hour mark with that foundation, I looked pretty oily if you saw the foundation review. So with those super emollient products that I use today and my makeup still be locked in right now, that's really saying something about the combo of the Caliray Primer and this setting spray, finishing spray. So what does it say? Setting spray, all day wear. So it's given that all day wear. So I'm going to use them more this month. That way I can really tell the difference between the two. I'm thinking the difference is this one probably looks matte and this one is not matte. It's just sort of maybe takes on whatever your foundation has going on. Because I feel like my skin still looks creamy even after I sprayed my face initially. I'm locked in, but I still get that sort of creamy radiance to the skin that I wanted. So we're going to definitely use these 2 more in July. So that's it for my July makeup tray. Comment down below. Let me know what are some of the products that you're going to be adding to your July makeup tray. Everything I used today, including the shades, will be listed in the description box. So be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I would love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. 'Cause I've been where you are. You're too scared to show me love. 'Cause too fresh with the scars.